Week 17 of the National Football League. And this one features Eric Kendricks, who's now up to 60 tackles after last week's game. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action now, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
The Cowboys at 13-2 on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
To the right side and intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the open.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott from the gun. There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott to throw it.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. To throw is Prescott. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now Elliott. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes him from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Prescott. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So that touchdown pass number 51 for him on the year, and it moves him past 2 guys. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Prescott.
Going right back to Ferguson.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Prescott being chased out left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Throwing, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
Dancing to his left.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Prescott now. Steps away to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Here's Dak. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jake Ferguson from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
That one complete to Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Prescott out to his left. His throw incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Running with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one.
Now Dak rolling to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
And that's Elliott, complete.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
To throw, Prescott.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, he really had this offense firing on all cylinders, so let's count up some of the numbers. He went for well over 300 yards in the air, had 4 touchdown passes, and was clearly prepared for this one and executed the game plan to perfection.
So for Dallas,
they improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played in this regular season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.